We are here at the 250th Army's birthday, here at Washington, D.C. at the National Mall. So, you may have heard of the word mall before, but this is not like the typical mall you usually think when you hear the word. The mall is like a place for vendors and all that stuff. But anyways, this is the Black Hawk. What is it, Black Hawk? Does it have a code? This is just the Black Hawk helicopter. If you can see here, all of these is just for show, and well, for show for today, but I believe all of them are usable, which means this is just special for today because it's their birthday. Now, before I go inside the video more, or into the video more, I just want to say happy birthday and thank you for all the men and women who have served or are serving in the United States Army. Just look at what's inside. The closer details. And then we're gonna come around. As you can see, there are so many equipments. The Black Hawk is one. That other one is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. There's so many. That right there in front of us is the Washington Monument, or also known as the Pencil. Why is it called the Pencil? I think you can guess it. And while you're out here today, try to go up to one of the soldiers and say thank you for your service. I bet it would mean a lot to them. And here is a bazooka.
Này có vẻ như nó cầm ngược kìa. Đầu này nó
You can see a lot of people are lining up. These obviously have no ammunition for safety purposes. And there is a helicopter. Let's see. One back there, one over here, one to the right, one to the left, and one over there. So I think 5. And I believe this is a Humvee or Jeep. But it could be something else. Would you look at that? A MH-6M light assault helicopter. small,
Get over there for
but it's fierce. Oh yes, it's fierce. Oh, wait. There's one more actually. This sign says AH6M. Be something different. Could be the same. You never know. And hi. I'm doing good. Thank you. And thank you for your service.
Appreciate you. Worth it.
See? When you say thank you for your service, they appreciate you a lot.
Cái này là đủ dĩa.
And this is sponsored by USAA, and it is the special coin. Come today, come today. It's only a limited edition.
Nó chip cái loại kia nó chip vô.
Ooh, would you look at that long line?
Ồ, bánh hả? Ồ, nó cho nhắm.
This is a pretty big area, and ooh, a machine gun.
Probably the best.
Ooh, a rat. How many can be sold? Let's see. Captain is 1, maybe 2, that's 3, 5, 7, 9. I don't know, 16? And I'll be back. And can you publish?
You want a video? What do you want? A picture?
Sometimes photo shoots are fun. You should check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I believe these are press right behind me.
Xe này nhỏ à?
And I wonder what this is. It's either Jeep, a Humvee, or something else. But it's I have no words for it because it looks awesome. Let me see. This is pretty cool. Although, just saying, you gotta go through a hefty TSA first. If you want to, I know I will post it about a few days later, but maybe next time, which I don't know if it'll happen again, because today's special and it's 250th birthday. So
nếu mà con có refill á, tới đây
So it is an honor to be here. And shout out to Rosales, the special guy I met at my high school. Not saying it out for safety reasons, but yes, that's his name. He is an army guy. Red Cross over here if you ever need help with medical concerns, but I'm sure our military can help you. This is the helicopter. And I wonder what this helicopter's name is. But it's big. Well, just like any other helicopters. This one's special because you climb up there.
Where are you from?
Not the normal way.
Oh, really? You guys are. All of your crew chiefs like me are like.
Here's to the front-ish. Excuse me. Would you mind telling me more about this beautiful big helicopter?
Yeah, so this is an Apache attack helicopter. So it carries two personnel. Co-pilot gunner sits in the front, pilot sits in the back. Either one of us can fly, either one of us can shoot. But to delineate the duties, normally the guy in the front seat handles the weapon systems, the guy in the back flies into the target, which is me. That's usually the pilot.
Anyways.
As you can see, there's black boxes all over this aircraft. We have to have air conditioning.
Also played a foundational role in the earliest chapters of space exploration. The very rockets that launched our first satellites and sent Americans to the moon were born from Army research
A long ago.
and Army ingenuity. Before NASA was even established, the Army funded and guided the development of Explorer 1.
And that right there in front of us is the Washington Capitol. Cool things. Cool things.
Over the last 5 decades, NASA has selected 20 Army soldiers to train and fly as astronauts, leading missions launching on generations of rockets, ranging from the
These
space
are, I think, the athletic competition that will be happening
International Space Station.
sometime soon.
Our nation's space
So.
program has kept this engineering marvel continuously orbiting the Earth for more than 25 years.
Yeah,
Many of its long-duration
there's our
have been Army astronauts.
weights over there, the bicycles over there.
Today, we're fortunate to
These, I don't know what they're for. I think this is to
right now.
do a hanging in the air.
Colonel Ann McClain is a West Point graduate, a Marshall Scholar, and a U.S. Army War College graduate. She's a highly experienced helicopter experimental test pilot, a decorated combat veteran, and today she's 250 miles on her second
And over here, done. Over there's the stage. So we might go towing that way more and then go to the stage. But we don't know yet.
She is a living example of the
And this one is bigger because there's the back and the middle. And my correction, the helicopter that you saw in the beginning is actually an AH. Now this one is a Black Hawk because it's a Black Hawk.
Living and working here on a 6-month mission to our nation's orbiting laboratory.
And the color is just a black.
At 17,500 miles an hour, the solar planet every 90 minutes and every 50% surface.
Ooh. The size is huge.
I'm also proud to share with you that of the 20 Army officers,
No wonder it has to be huge to lift off a big aircraft.
Where's the fan? nó bự hơn cái hồi nãy là AH64.
I think that one.
No, this
Yeah,
is
that one.
Black Hawk.
That one. If you ever hear me talking in the background, that means I'm communicating with my chaperone. Oh, there's the robot I hear. A robot dog. Nice.
From the era of the early 1900s, funded aerospace research to aims at COLA.
He's dancing. Look at his dancing.
To the early 50s, developed the red rocket.
I know. I love
And first American astronaut. The Army's contributions were woven into the fabric.
Nice.
Whether on land, at sea, in the air, in cyberspace, or in actual space, our Army soldiers are contributing and innovating. We
Let me
must
see.
innovation and technology. Developing solutions.
I'll do some research a bit.
My fellow soldiers, Army civilians and contractors, military families, past and present. You are vital.
How long would you say it took for practice for
Yeah,
learning
up close.
to get like fluid with it? How we learning a video game, I guess. Oh yeah, so only like a few weeks or maybe a little.
So there's one over there,
Okay.
one
yeah.
over here.
I was being generous, but yeah, just a few minutes and you got the whole. Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna give a break a little bit because it's getting hot. We've been using them all day. You know, it's funny. So I was curious about that because I know that.
And hi, would you tell would you mind telling me more about this or these robot dogs and what they do?
What they do?
Yeah.
These what is it, recording?
Yes, for YouTube, if you don't mind.
Or YouTube? This is a autonomous robotic dog that has a lot of sensor technologies that are really AI enabled in order to do target recognition. So for this one in particular, what it's doing is being able to identify adversarial threats such as soldiers, humans, vehicles, tanks, aircraft, and specifically mines. You can see the mines down there. So what this does is it enables us to have a standoff distance from the mines and is able to detect these from a further distance so it can reduce soldiers from being in the harm's way of the drone.
And I don't know exactly or not because it's not like military-ish, but I've seen on TV shows and all that, like 911 or whatever, they use these types of robots. Are they like the same things?
Yeah, the robotic is the same thing as maybe like what the fire department uses or the police uses. What's different is the sensor packages. So the sensor is a little bit different, but these robotic systems are multi-purpose that could be used to put like sensors on or even carry certain equipment. There's like a lot of purposes for this type of system. So it could, whatever the mission is for either law enforcement or the military, it could kind of enable operations for all those services.
And talking about the weights, how much weight can it carry max?
This one can't carry a lot, but there's other type of robotic systems that carries a lot of weight. But for this one in particular, it's really focused on sensor technologies and kind of light payloads.
That's nice.
What is this report for YouTube or your...
Kind of, because it's 250th birthday
Okay.
of the Army.
Yeah. Okay.
And thank you for your service.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
As you can see, it is it's high tech. And these can
Give a round of applause, can you?
These can, you know.
Really quickly, you know.
Wait. I want to be on the news. I want to be on the news so bad. This is the AH-1F Cobra 998. The color looks sandy to match the colors of the sandy desert or sandy desert dunes in certain regions. And yeah. And also there is a lot of press here. And if you want to be on the news, your chances might be high, might be low. But this is blood work. Oh. And from here on out, there will be a lot of events like the parade, the fireworks, and just to be aware, there will be some protests that might be going on. But other than that, it should be fine. And anyways, this model, or whoops, anyways, this mannequin right here is a mannequin dressed in the 1700s colonial era. This, I believe, is the Confederate, which is a northern, I believe, or the southern. My history is not that good, but I will correct myself in the captions if I can.
Can we give it a try?
And as you can see here, these are some brochures and all that stuff. This looks like a map.
Those are our World War II.
These are some antiques.
Get baseball cards? Yes, you did.
And
You guys are welcome to come around.
this is a
That's the full set.
Okay. Surprise me.
playing cards, I think. And this is a poster, I believe.
So these are the 28 Army soldiers that were professional baseball players. So basically our Army baseball cards. And then this is a poster with the Corps and Division.
So apparently there is a big helicopter here. It is huge. I think maybe bigger than the one we've seen, but yeah, it's pretty big. And there goes the press.
Lady ran off with my food.
There's a video of what it looks like in the air. It's yeah, it's kind of big, but anyways. Hi, are you available for a few minutes?
No, sorry. I'm waiting for my bus.
It's a different version. Different version of it, and they want to put it into production.
I think they're still talking. But, yeah. It's huge. It's like it needs one big tent for its own convention.
Hi there. How are you?
I'll go get the bus and be back. That's where 3 more.
Transitioning into
Sorry. It's going back and forth a bit. But what is it?
Osprey.
Is that why it has the Osprey logo on it? Is that? Secret scoop.
Oh, nice. Can I have one?
Can I also have one? Thank you.
MV75. Nó gọi là
This is cool.
That we're following 2 Marine ones around.
Let's see. Took pictures. I don't know what's next. Hi, could you tell me more? Hi. If you're not an expert or whatsoever, it's fine, but can you tell me more about this Osprey?
This is not an Osprey.
Wait, what?
I'd love to introduce you to some of our subject matter experts that could explain what this is.
Sure.
Okay. Are you with a certain news outlet?
No, I'm just recording it for YouTube.
Just recording it for YouTube?
Yeah.
Let me scan to find a few of our subject matter experts that would be willing to talk a little bit more about this.
I know they're pretty busy today, but yeah.
Yes. Yep. Give me just 1 second. I'm trying to see who's not busy, already chit-chatting.
Please hold on for a few minutes.
Okay. I am sorry, but they are tied up with people at the moment. Swing back by?
I don't know if I'll be busy later, but
You're more than welcome to wait. I want to make sure that we have somebody that is a subject matter expert to answer your questions.
okay. If not, then that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
So it's a kind of little complicated today because it's thing, but yeah, I will be back. Some more vehicles over here. This looks like the one they use to go in the water, if I'm not mistaken, or the mud or whatever.
Wow.
There's more vehicles over there, apparently. Let's see what this is. Some cupcakes. Cupcakes.
Army cupcake.
I'm not gonna go around asking all of what these are, but if they're available or whatsoever, I will try and ask. But I think, yes, this is the boat.
Nah, you got it. I want to go play on those down there.
Let's see. Don't know what this is for, or maybe it's just for fun. It's more likely for fun. There's a rock climbing wall over there.
Football in high school. He got a deferment as well.
No, but his son was there. Where are Trump's son?
How do you play football and have so much asthma yet you can't go in the military? Bullshit.
There's more vehicles over here. And the National Monument. I don't know what this is. I keep saying it's a Jeep or a Humvee, but you never know.
Very strange. You don't have this. 75 Mike anti-tank gun.
This looks cool.
75 Mike anti-tank guns. You get more room. Oh, this was used in World War II. Yeah. 75 Mike anti-tank gun. They got them spread all over the boxes. Crates, the different posts. They had them in Hawaii. We used them for flag call.
More this way. And I think this might be the end of it. right, because that sign says exit. So this is it. We went from all the way near the monument, the Capitol, to down all the way over here. And then going down there, turn around again, leads back to down there. As you can see, this is interactivable.
You ever fire live rounds from these?
No, sir. So my doctoral ordinance,
Don't put it.
so these officers
cái tay lái nó nằm ngay chính giữa.
Hi, would you mind telling me more about this vehicle and why the steering wheel is in the middle, but not like the other
Yeah, so
vehicles?
they moved the steering wheel to the center, right? Driver's in the center. One of the things is they got these machine gun mounts on both sides. So you can mount two guns out the sides, and then you can also still keep your one gun on top of it. Other than that, it's faster than the Humvee. It's got better suspension. It's actually on airbags as well, so you can lift it up if you want to. It's got a V4 turbo diesel in it for the engine. Max speed is listed or stated as being around 95. I would assume that's like MP, not pulling anything, obviously. But yeah, otherwise it sits 6 people, including the gunner. But yeah, has really good AC. Controls are very simple, but kind of improved from the Humvee as well, visually. Increased leg room. The seats are much more like formed to your back, so like, you know, if you got in an accident, like it's not gonna be as like really jolting to your body, I feel like. As well as you got these cool center pieces of the seat that come out, so when you're wearing like body armor and stuff, you can take these center pieces out and then it kind of fits into the seat more. It doesn't create as much of that awkward feeling sitting there.
So is it the same company that make Humvee? That make this
No, so I think Oshkosh makes the Humvees. Could be wrong on that. These are made by this company right here, Flyer Defense. Got the logo right there on the door.
Okay.
Nice. So this is like a private-ish company that makes vehicles for military, or?
Yeah, so like I said, like this is still a. This isn't the Army's yet. They've been getting them tested by different places, different units. So the whole contract process is obviously very long for companies to do, but they gotta like submit to the government and stuff. I don't know how all that works, but they gotta deal back and forth and back and forth.
So they only make the military like equipment, not public. Not public.
I'm not sure. I don't really know much about this company, but.
That's cool.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That was very solid of you.
Trump is here. Woo! boat is coming. Can I go around? What?
To see email showing that you made this for the event.
Is that him?
I don't know.
And why is this so hazy?
Huh?
Why is it so hazy?
Happy 250th Army.
Do you want to go there? Just there. Not further, just over there. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Everything that I want, up and at 'em right on from my head down to my knees. I don't need to do it for the money. There's bills that I can't pay. I don't do it for the glory. I just do it anyway. Providing for ours, it's my responsibility. I'm real good under pressure, being all that I can be. I can't fall and sit on Monday with just work straight through the holiday, sometimes all night long. You can bet that I stand ready when the wolf growls at the door. Hey, I'm solid, hey, I'm steady, hey, I'm true down to the core, and I will always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost, oh, I know the sacrifice. I don't wanna die for you, but if dying's asked to me, I'll bear that cross with honor. Freedom don't come free. Oh, I'm an American soldier, an American. It's like my brothers and my sisters. I will gladly take a stand when liberty's in jeopardy. I will always do what's right. Oh, back here on the front lines, sleep in peace tonight. American soldier.
cái thùng rác đó lên đứng lên.
Pure si muove
Small stick. The small stick. I'll say he's gonna be up in about 5-10 minutes. Or maybe until it decides to. Yeah.
Trên cái nóc nhà building kia cũng có security.
Because the president. He's gonna be here, that's why. He's gonna be here, that's why.
Thấy không? Bên cái zoom cho nó. Sao sợ lúc đây?
我怕回不过海关。
Oh.
What can we do about that? Nothing.
revolution, tested on today's front lines of freedom. Before there was a nation, there was the United States Army. From the hallowed ground of Yorktown's first to the unwavering readiness at Fort Bragg today, and onward to West Point's next generation of leaders. For 250 years, one force has stood ready, unshaken, unmatched, unbreakable. And today, the legacy rolls on. This is the United States Army's 250th Anniversary Parade. Joining us, the Secretary of the Army. Please welcome the Honorable Daniel P. Driscoll. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Secretary of Defense, the Honorable Pete Hegseth. Gentlemen, the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, accompanied by the Second Lady of the United States, Lucia Vance, and their 3 children. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the United States,
Yeah!
Melania Trump.
USA! 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 USA!
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, would you please rise for the singing of our national anthem?
Oh, say,
can you see
by the dawn's early light, Oh, I'm so proud of the twilight's last gleam. Whose broad stripes and bright stars
Before we even had a country, we had an army.
They started as a small, unorganized group of shop owners and farmers, but they fought the most powerful army in the entire world to a standstill in Concord, Lexington, and Bunker Hill.
Then our Continental Congress chose George Washington as general of our Continental Army.
But it wasn't until 1 year later, on July 4th, 1776, that news arrived of the signing of our Declaration of Independence.
Now we had a new army and a new nation.
With little gunpowder, no shoes, bloody feet, few cannons, little training, and even less food.
Valley Forge started in December. They went into winter camp in December of 1777. Approximately 2,000 Americans died that winter of disease.
They lived through hell, but they never ever gave up. Not this army, not this first American army.
Finally, Washington and his army arrived here at Yorktown, where they had General Cornwallis and his powerful British army trapped in this city against the sea.
All of the preparation that Washington has learned through the course of those 6.5 years meets its full force here at Yorktown, and he employs it brilliantly.
Sailing from the Caribbean, the French Navy arrived and took on the British fleet.
Washington decided to make his move. Our men began digging to get closer and closer to the fort, finally getting within rifle and cannon range. Naturally, George Washington chose to set off our first cannon shot.
The British had two small forts in front of the main fort. They were called redoubts 9 and 10.
Then, on the moonless night of October 14th, the American and French forces attacked the redoubts. The hand-to-hand combat with bayonets, knives, and fists was bloody, to say the least. But within an hour, we were victorious.
And as the sun came up the next day, Cornwallis looked out and realized he was in serious trouble. So he prepared an all-out, desperate counterattack.
It didn't work, and the British were forced to surrender.
We were supposed to lose to the best army and the largest and most professional navy in the world.
But our young army had won the war and our freedom. The freedom we hold so dear. And 250 years later, for what started as a ragtag group of shop owners, has now become the most powerful army in the world.
Today, many things are very different from that army here at Yorktown. But one thing remains the same. An undying passion, guts, and love for our country remains deep in the heart of today's army. When I look into their faces, you can see it. That will never change. God bless the United States Army, and God bless the United States of America.
They're starting way down there, so they're probably in this area now.
Yay! Where is it? Where's the flag?
You should be able to see them right through that gap right there.
Yeah, what is... There it is. The itty bitty teeny tiny flag right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, our parade is officially underway. Up first, internationally renowned as one of the world's finest professional music organizations, the United States Army Band Marching Zone. They are the premier music organization of the U.S. Army, our nation's most senior service. Stationed at Joint Base Myer-Henderson Hall, Virginia, it plays an important musical role in events of national and international significance. They were founded back in 1922 by Army Chief of Staff John J. Pershing. They're led today by Colonel Bruce R. Pulver and Drum Major Rob Moore. Today, Pershing Zone is playing a melody entitled The Army Goes Rolling Along. This was actually written in 1908 by the then Lieutenant Edmund Louis Snitz Gruber, which was a descendant of Franz Gruber, who composed Silent Night. It was originally written to be the 5th Artillery Regimental song titled The Caissons Go Rolling Along, and in 1956 the lyrics were revised by Harold Arberg as the official song of the U.S. Army, and then retitled The Army Goes Rolling Along. Pershing Zone carries on its century-old legacy, playing a march that brings pride to every soldier, the Army Song. The 3rd Infantry Regiment is the oldest active duty unit in the U.S. Army. Established back in 1784, the unit was dubbed the Old Guard by Major General Winfield Scott during a victory parade in Mexico City after the Mexican War. It is the U.S. Army's official ceremonial unit and presidential escort, conducting year-round tactical training to ensure the highest standards and utmost discipline of its soldiers. The unit routinely represents the U.S. Army and our nation in official ceremonies, major sporting events, and their own, the U.S. Army's own Twilight Tattoo. The Old Guard also maintains 24-hour vigil of the tomb of the unknown soldier, while also conducting funeral services honoring our fallen heroes at Arlington National Cemetery. The regiment's 50 campaign streamer stand is a testament to its long, faithful service to our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd Infantry Regiment, the Old Guard.
Later, yeah.
In 1775, the shot
I'm gonna go there because people are leaving. People are leaving. I'm just gonna go there.
sparked a revolution, uniting 13 colonies and forging a continental army of farmers and frontiers. Against the odds, they turned the tide in Trenton and Saratoga, survived Valley Forge, and in Yorktown forced a British surrender, securing independence and giving birth to the United States of America. Before radios and field phones, sound was the signal. In the Continental Army, fifes and drums carried commands across the chaos of battle, telling soldiers when to advance, when to retreat, eat, even when to rest. That legacy actually lives on today with the U.S. Army Fife and Drum Corps, part of the 3rd Infantry Regiment known as the Old Guard. Founded back in 1960, they're the only unit of their kind in the armed forces. Performing in uniforms patterned after those worn by General Washington's musicians. Playing period instruments with patriotic precision, they bring history to life, sharing the sound and spirit of the Revolution through more than 500 performances each year, both at home and around the world too. The Old Guard, Fife and Drum Corps, everybody! And now, from high above, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating 250 years, your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights.
Where?
Descending at over 120 miles an hour, the Golden Knights are using flexible wing gliders to maintain their formation. They open their main canopy simultaneously and negotiate the softest possible landing. I'll tell you, they can't hear you, but they sure can see you. You can give them a great big wave, ladies and gentlemen. The Golden Knights, the lightest parachuting team in the world.
Wow. Wow. It's slowly coming down. Oh, here's one.
Fort Sumter in 1861, a nation divided. Over 4 brutal years, nearly 2 million soldiers fought to preserve the Union. Among them, 5 future presidents, and the first recipients of a brand new military decoration, the Medal of Honor. With independence won, our nation's westward expansion began. The Army moved in step, guarding settlers as native scouts
Look at that one over
led the
there.
way.
Army flag right there.
Joined the cause, and the Buffalo
Yeah.
Soldiers etched a legacy of grit and honor across the American frontier.
Woo!
As they march by, a soldier's uniform signals their duty, their role, and their readiness. And by the late 1850s, official regulations outlined distinct looks, shaping the Army's identity and function across the force. Soldiers were issued 2 coats. One, a short sack coat for work and battle, with brass buttons and colored trim that marked their rank. Well, by war's end, that rugged sack coat became the soldier's uniform of choice. As the war escalated, volunteer enlistment surged. Congress authorized support for a force of up to 500,000 new troops, answering the call to preserve the Union. As they march by, representing the Civil War era of our nation's history, is the 4th Infantry Division based out of Fort Carson, Colorado. Fort Cavazos, Texas, home of legends, the 1st Cavalry Division rides with pride. Born from the thunder of horse cavalry traditions of the Civil War, the 1st team forged its reputation on the front lines of history. They stormed Manila with the flying column, charged into Pyongyang as the first to breach the line and face the brutal crucible of Iron Drang, the first of 13 named campaigns in Vietnam where they proved their mettle. Today, that same warrior spirit lives on. You'll know the name, and you'll know them by their iconic cap hats, elite soldiers, and cutting-edge equipment. Tough, fit, fearless. The 1st Cavalry Division is a lethal, disciplined force that stands ready to fight and win anywhere, anytime, and the legacy rides on. This is the Cav. Special thanks to our sponsor, Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin.
In 1914, years of escalating competition between European alliances culminate in the outbreak of the First World War. The two sides engage in the savage war of attrition, defined by opposing trenches, barbed wire, poison gas, and mass casualties. The United States initially maintained its neutrality, but was eventually drawn into the conflict in 1917. Despite having less than 130,000 soldiers at the beginning, the Army eventually grew to over 4 million, with nearly 2 million soldiers serving in Europe. In 6 months of fighting, nearly 50,000 Americans lost their lives, with another 190,000 wounded. The guns fell silent with the armistice of November 11th, 1918. We continue on with more USA World War I rolling stock. This 1918 Dodge touring car was part of the legendary 1919 Transcontinental Convoy. 3,251 miles and 62 grueling days across the Lincoln Highway. Now remember, no pavement, no GPS, and no power steering. Just grit, determination, and the drive to push Army mobility into the future. This car literally helped pave the way for the roads we rely on today, and reminds us, when the Army moves, the nation follows. The 1918 Dodge Touring Car. Headquartered in New York, this is the 42nd Infantry Division Band. At the start of World War I, the 42nd Infantry Division was formed with troops from 27 National Guard units, stretching across the country like a rainbow. Composed of skilled musicians from all walks of life and professional occupations, they perform a variety of musical genres. Though their mission is primarily a musical one, the members were ordered into active federal service back in 2004 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom 3. The band has also served in support of numerous state active duty missions, including cleanup efforts following Hurricane Sandy, distribution support during COVID-19, and recently, support for New York State Corrections. Commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 2, Ethan Wagner, and led by Drum Major Sergeant First Class Drew Gans, the band is performing Over There, written in 1917 by Broadway composer and recipient of the Congressional Gold Medal, George M. Cohan. Representing the World War I era is the 82nd Airborne Division, based out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. You'll notice the unit is wearing replica World War I uniforms signifying the soldiers who served our nation during this time. When the Americans entered the Great War, our soldiers, under the command of General Blackjack Pershing, hit the trenches in the new standard. It was the olive drab winter service uniform. Now on their heads you'll see a steel helmet with sand-textured paint built to deflect deadly shrapnel from above. Not bulletproof, but battle tough. Nicknamed the Pershing boot, on their feet was the M918 1918 French boot. It was designed to survive the brutal grind of trench warfare. And on their backs, the field pack, rations, ammo, first aid, and a gas mask. Everything a doughboy needed to fight and to win. Incidentally, the 42nd Infantry Division was deployed to heavy combat abroad and then deployed again in World War II, ultimately liberating the Dachau concentration camp. The 42nd responded to the terrorist attacks on 9/11. Later, with the war on terrorism, the rainbow stretched across the world again, deploying in Iraq and Afghanistan. Thundering into view, the pride of Fort Sill, the U.S. Army Artillery Half Section. This is literally powered by horsepower and heritage. This elite ceremonial unit honors the legacy of the Army's horse-drawn artillery. With precision, discipline, and 6 majestic horses pulling a vintage 1918 caisson, the half section keeps tradition alive and rolling strong. Representing the power, pride, and precision of America's field artillery, this is Fort Sill's finest, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to our sponsor, Form Energy. World War II, a global fight for freedom. In history's darkest hour, the United States Army was on the front lines. From the beaches of Normandy to the islands of the Pacific, the greatest generation faced down tyranny and turned the tide. From bombers to fighters to transports, U.S. Army aircraft started to thunder across the skies in World War II. And take a look up there, ladies and gentlemen. Flying overhead right now, they are fast, they are fierce, and famously used in the Doolittle raid over Tokyo.
Oh, there it is!
Leading up front, the mighty B-25 Mitchell. Up next, the Cadillac of the Sky, the P-51 Mustang. From the sky, we're back down on the ground. In World War II, one vehicle led the charge, the legendary quarter-ton 4x4 command recon vehicle, the Jeep. You might have a Jeep in your driveway, but not like this. The U.S. Army truck quarter-ton 4x4 command reconnaissance, better known as the Jeep, was an iconic vehicle of World War II and was the world's first mass-produced four-wheel drive vehicle. The Army used the Jeep for almost every military activity, including command vehicles, scout cars, and medical ambulances. Fast, rugged, the Jeep became a symbol of American ingenuity. From Fort Bragg, North Carolina, this is the 82nd Airborne Ceremonial Band. The 82nd received the nickname All-Americans after a contest as it represented the diverse origins of its members from every state. This name remains today symbolized by their iconic AA patch. Fort Bragg's finest, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a big round of applause, the 82nd Airborne Ceremonial Band. In a global fight like World War II, the U.S. Army knew our troops needed more than courage. They needed innovation. Uniforms evolved for every environment, but olive drab remained the mark of the American soldier. Shaped by lessons from the trenches of World War I, the Army introduced two battlefield essentials. The M1 helmet, tough, stable, and built to protect under fire.